How's it going, guys? So in this week's PhantomCave news, we're going to be talking about the latest Phantom. Hermes Press is set to release new Mandrake the Magician books, and Shakti Comics is going to be publishing KFS characters, which is King Features Syndicated for long terms. And as always, we are going to be getting into the news right now, so let's go. So in this week's Phantom news, we have a new Phantom comic coming out next Thursday, and that issue will be the 1900th issue. So the Secret Theatre Part 2, Shakespeare in Venice, and the first part actually came out last week, so it's pretty cool. So we have, first part came out, awesome cover art by Grange Wallace, and the second part of this part series will be coming out on the 26th of August 2021, and reports coming out via Chronicle Chamber. If you haven't checked out their website or their social media platforms, I'll put a link to all of that down in the description down below, and they are reporting that this comic series by Few Publications is going to be a 3-part series. Now, I have a stat for you today. I have a very, very special stat for you today. So the stat is that in the last 5 years, Few Publications has been publishing 46 comics that consist of part stories. Now, that's only in the past 5 years. We've seen, in the past 5 years with the new sort of people that publish in the Phantom in Australia, we've seen a whole increase of publications. We've seen a little bit of an increase, but not much so. So last year we obviously had the pandemic going on, and it still is going on. So it may have slowed up a little bit, but still 46 comics in the last 5 years were published that consist of part stories, which is pretty amazing. And I say every week, I say every fortnight, when a new part series comes out, say if it's a 3-part series, say if it's a 4-part series, and so on, I wait until all these parts come out, and then I binge read them. That's how we roll here. So in the last 5 years, I'm just going to be showing some books off. We had the Full Circle Part 2 and 1 from Lumena. We had the Hero Complex and the 3-part series that was done by Duncan Munro and Jeff Wilgley. That's another cover, beautiful cover done by Daniel Picciotti. We had the 3rd part. We had the 2-part series Inked in Blood done by Jason Paulos, which is beautiful covers. Beautiful. I actually interviewed him earlier this year. You can go check it out here somewhere. We had the 2-part series done by, first cover art by Jeremy McPherson, and that was The Guardian of the Eastern Dark Part 1. And the next cover was done by Grange Wallace. Guardian of the Eastern Dark Part 2. And then we had the 4 parts of the Ibis Mystery, which, as everyone knows, the Ibis Mystery Part 5 hopefully will be coming out soon. I am very excited, I guess you could call it. I am very excited, you could call it. But we have the first 4 parts of that, and their covers are all done by Grange Wallace, which is pretty cool. And he's an amazing Phantom artist. I actually met him in 2019, and I think he signed a couple of my comics. So we also, in the Phantom news, now I've had speculation going on for like last month or so, thinking that issue 1900, which would be a special issue, but I was wrong. And can you say? Can't be right all the time. And that's why it's called speculation. So yeah. Now let's move into huge, big news coming out of Hermes Press right now. Hermes Press has, in the last couple of days, will be releasing Mandrake the Magician Dailies, Volume 1, 1934 to the years 1934 to 1936, with the book to be released in 2022. Now you can probably say, you've just did that on the thumbnail. Why are you talking about it? Because Mandrake the Magician will be making his impact on Hermes Press publishing schedule in 2022. Now this is pretty damn cool to see. One of the first creations, one of the first characters that Lee Falk had ever created, even before he did the Phantom, he did Mandrake the Magician. And to say that was pretty damn cool, it's pretty damn cool to actually say that it's getting published by Hermes Press. And what I've been hearing off the Facebook comments where I got this information from is that Hermes Press will be using KFS proofs of the dailies, and hopefully they will be publishing Sundays as well, so that's pretty cool. So in the next page we are going to be we're going to be talking about the continuation of this segment. What have I been reading the last couple of weeks? Because the last couple of weeks I've been off because I've been taking a YouTube break, because in the last couple of weeks it's been my birthday, so yeah. So in the last couple of weeks I have been reading The Percussion of the Drums. Full colour, by the way, came out in June, just before Supernova came out. We had The Messengers of the Jungle. Amazing cover done by Antonia Lemos, one of my favourite cover artists, by the way. I read the last 100 pages of Giant Size Phantom, number 17. Shout out to Glenn Lubston. You've done a pretty damn good cover there, mate. And the last book I've been reading in the last 2 weeks, and I still haven't finished it, is I've actually got up to the first part of this book, is the Pirates of the Dread Dragon trade paperback. So yeah, and that's what, 200, 300 pages or something like that. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure I'll be finishing that off pretty soon. Hopefully, with all the stuff that's going on, I can get out some good content for you, so you can, if you're staying at home or if you're in lockdown or anything like that, you can stay at home and you can watch my content. Yes. No. If you want to, anyways. So coming up in the Phantom news, Shakti Comics in India. There's a new Indian Phantom publisher, and that publisher will eventually be publishing the Phantom, Flash Gordon, a whole host of KFS characters. Now, as I've said, I've done that many takes on this segment. I've done that many takes on this news segment. KFS, it's short for King Features Syndicated, basically. And what I'm talking about is that they posted in a Facebook group on, obviously, Facebook. They posted on Facebook that they have given a glimpse of one of the artists', well, they've given them a glimpse of the artist's work on their new cover art, which hopefully this series doesn't break the fall of Regal Comics, because Regal Comics have been doing a great job. They've been doing an excellent job in India, and hopefully, because a couple of years ago, 15 years ago, we saw Moonstone was going so great, and then it slowly went downhill. Well, it didn't go downhill, but the license, I think, got bought out or something, and then Dynamite took over. So yeah, will that eventually happen to Regal and Shakti Comics? I wouldn't have a clue. So, and I don't even have any inside information about that. So So if you would like to support Phantom Cave Reviews in all I do, you can subscribe, like, share, comment if you have any questions regarding the topics discussed today. And as always, keep Phantom Caving, keep safe, people, and as always, let's keep Phantom Caving. So let's go and see you later.
Let's have a bit of fun.